Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping. "'Tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door." To still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "Some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door." Darkness there, and nothing more. Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there, wondering, fearing, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. The silence was unbroken, and the stillness gave no token, and the only word there spoken was a whispered word. "Leonore." "Leonore." And an echo murmured back the word. Merely this, and nothing more. Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning, soon again I heard a tapping somewhat louder than before. Surely that is something at my window lattice. "'Tis the wind, and nothing more." And with many a flirt and flutter, in there stepped a stately raven from the saintly days of yore. "Though thy crest be shorn and shaven, thou art sure no craven. Ghastly, grim, and ancient raven, wandering from the nightly shore. Tell me what thy lordly name is on the night's Plutonian shore." Much I marvel this ungainly fowl to hear discourse so plainly. Though thy answer little meaning, little relevancy bear, for we cannot help agreeing that no living human being ever yet was blessed with seeing bird above his chamber door, with such name as Nevermore. Nothing further then he uttered, not a feather then he fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered, "Other friends have flown before." On the morrow he will leave me, as my hopes have flown before. But the raven, still beguiling all my fancy into smiling, straight I wheeled a cushion seat in front of bird and bust and door. Then, upon the velvet sinking, I betook myself to linking fancy and to fancy, thinking what this ominous bird of yore, what this grim, ghastly, gaunt bird meant in croaking, never, nevermore. This and more I sat divining, with my head at ease reclining on the cushion's velvet lining, that the lamplight gloated o'er, but whose velvet violet lining, with the lamplight gloating o'er, she shall press nevermore. Then methought the air grew denser, perfumed from an unseen censer swung by seraphim, whose footfalls tinkled on the tufted floor. Wretch! Thy God hath lent thee. By these angels he hath sent thee respite, and my respite and nepenthe from thy memories, beloved Leonore. Quaff this kind nepenthe, and forget thy lost Leonore. Prophet, thing of evil, prophet still if bird or devil, whether tempter sent or whether tempest tossed thee here on this home by horror haunted, tell me, I implore, is there balm in Gilead? Tell me! I... Prophet! Thing of evil! Prophet still if bird or devil. By that heaven that bends above us, by that God we both adore, tell this soul, with sorrow laden if within the distant Aidenn, it shall clasp a sainted maiden, whom the angels name Leonore. Clasp a rare and radiant maiden, whom the angels name Leonore. Quoth the raven, and the lamplight, o'er him streaming, throws his shadow on the floor. And my soul, from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor, shall be lifted